Good job, honey. Got another one? Put it together. Hello, channel members. It is Labor Day, and today I will be playing for you part 2 of Sturgis. But I'm not sure that it will take up an entire episode, and being that it is Labor Day, I'm home. And so you'll get to see a little bit of my secret. I get asked a lot, how do you balance everything that you do? And so a little bit of this episode, near probably the second half, will show some of that. And the reality behind it is I try to find balance in where I spend my time. Amanda and the girls are out shopping right now for a homecoming dress, and she's now in the pom squad, so I'm not old enough to have a daughter in high school, but anyway. So part of what needs to be done in my backlog is work on some of my buildings. Specifically, I've inherited a lot of things from family, and I continue to. And I love art, and I have this building outside that has a lot of my radio gear and art and things like this in. And it's been neglected for a while. Additionally, today I have fantasy football draft, so I will get on the phone later with my dad and one of my cousins in California, and we'll go through that. So today is a day where I don't have a lot of hustle and bustle, and I can spend noon to probably about 4 o'clock working on what I call the barn or the cabin. And at 4 o'clock, I'll go down and work on organizing some of my music equipment until about 6 o'clock Central Time, and then I'll get on the phone with my dad and my cousin, and we'll do football draft, and I'll probably try out one of my new bourbons while we're doing that. And then into the evening, I'll spend some time with Amanda and the girls. So the other wonderful thing is my mom and dad just gave me a bunch of corn. So the plan for supper is a low maintenance supper. I throw some corn into a pot with some seafood and andouille sausage and some beer, and we're going to do a seafood bake to celebrate the upcoming football season. So with all that said, and knowing, like I said, that Sturgis won't take up this whole video, let's get to work. been a while since I've ridden the bike towards Devil Tower, and we're in a latted population of 15 in its wonderful old-timey general store. Let's go see if we can maybe find ourselves a cold soda. This right here is my jam, sitting on the porch in a population 15, watching motorcycles and cars go by. Fond memories. First bike I had, this was one of the first stops that we made. I remember drinking a bottle of Coke, and my bike was parked sort of over by those pumps. I still have that picture. So one of the big lessons I learned in Sturgis is the importance for somebody like me, who's behind a desk almost all the time and actually really loves the outdoor, to spend time outdoors. And I actually spent quite a bit of time with my shoes off. I won't do that today because I'm going to be working with screws and nails and things like that. So I don't want to be stepping on any of that and going to the clinic for a tetanus shot. But nonetheless, it's nice to feel the sun on my skin. And very soon, it's going to be back to, shudder I say, snow. Being that I am in Minnesota, it's September, and that can come as early as October. So let's get to some of the outdoor work that I have planned for today. So even though I said we were going to work outside, one of the first things I'm going to do is take this dry bag, which I picked up in Sturgis, and I've got my camping gear, a tent, a pillow, and an air mattress stuffed in there. I don't have a blanket. There wasn't room in this particular size, but this is going to be, from now on, the majority of my camping kit for the motorcycle. And if I take a look at the build, which I need to get back to, there will be a sissy bar in the back that is absolutely perfect for this type of bag. So good for camping. I'm going to put a swing arm on the bobber as well for some of my other various pieces. And there'll be a luggage rack as well. So we're gonna fold this up and put it away. I don't think I'll be using it anymore this season, and it's good to know where your equipment is located. So organization is a huge part of what I do. You may not know it by looking at things because I can get in disarray, but as I've told you in previous videos, I try to have a home for everything, and I try to take the time to put things back where they belong. So this next part is going to focus around some of these wonderful pieces that I've inherited. They'll go great on the barn. When I was on Route 66, I fell in love with some of the roadside attractions and decor that I saw. And these are just wonderful pieces, actually, that will make the barn that much more fabulous. So the pieces are cast iron and therefore heavy. I didn't bring over the whole box. I'll work on a piece at a time, and I don't know that there's any right answer, except for you'll notice this hook and these doors swing open, and that hook holds them open. So anything I'm going to put behind the door, I'm going to want to make sure is more flat than something that protrudes. So that door actually comes almost all the way over to the flag. So anything like this, we're either going to want to put on the trim piece, like I did with the hello goodbye, or we're going to want to make sure we put it on the side of the barn. Now, sadly, the barn has kind of become a dumping ground, so there's some work that I've got to do in here to get things back in order. If I take a look at this is another inherited lot that I got. The guy who basically taught me everything I know about radio left the area, and he was kind enough to give me a lot of the equipment that he had laying around. And So now it's a matter of trying to make order of this and catalog it and make sure it gets put away in a good place. And there's some barrels there I'm going to grab as I go back towards the garage. That's chainsaw oil and probably doesn't belong out here. It makes good sense in the garage. So another tip, I need to do some pretty decent amount of time in organizing my garage. It's gotten a little bit disorganized, and part of that's just so much going on at once, and in the winter I'll get to finishing this up and I'll have some time to work on it. But you'll notice I'm putting everything together so that I don't have everything all over the place, and once I actually spend the time to organize, I can gather up the things that are alike and try to put them together. You can see I've got a small knock there, and there's the Cthulhu. Looks like somebody is starting to make a home out of him. Not sure what that's all about. And we've visited the Stanley. Got our own mail drop. This could be scary. Oh yeah, time to clean that out. There we go. That appears to be Poseidon, I'm gonna guess, because of the shell. But we've got this nice little channel in our siding that would make a wonderful tube from a small reservoir. There's our electrical entrance, so we're going to avoid that, but maybe take it out towards the front a little bit and have them spit on some rocks and down. Not saying I'll ever do it, but it is a possibility. Okay, we're back in the barn. And the first thing I'm going to do is I bought a new item to help with my head. A new Sturgis 2020 Rally hat. I was not at the 2020 Rally, but I found that at the 2021 Rally. And we've got a few more patches to put on the wall from where we went on this particular trip. And I don't know that I've ever shared it, but I do have quite a few places that I've been very blessed to go on the bike. And right there is one of them that I can claim this year, as you know, from the old 66 video series. So I got some symbols. We've ended up with starting to get that Route 66 look and feel. And it's just about time to start the football draft. But before I get to that and open up a bottle of bourbon or scotch, let's go take a look at what it is that we accomplished today. Got some friends to keep us company. Hi, Zachy. What you doing, buddy? Can you say hi to YouTube? No, he's busy. He was over there on the table. That's not the best place, Zachy. That's where we cook stuff. And on the inside, I added some new coins to my collection. I haven't gotten through all of them yet. And I put a hanger and forgot to put it up, but I'm quickly running out of coin space, and I've got another display. Put this little treasure up. These are podcasters I enjoy quite a bit. Added some 66 memorabilia. Got my iron butt patch up. And I've been finding new ways to recycle. I mean no disrespect to our past president, but that was so ridiculous I had to have it. And we've got more items going on the wall. Some of the skateboards. I've got to make room for more. I've got two on the ground right now. I used to have one of mine that I actually owned as a kid, one of my only left, up there, and as I'm putting up some of the wall, it no longer has room, so we'll have to figure something out for that. But slowly, we're getting there. There's still a lot going on. As I mentioned, I got to do something about this, but one step at a time. Go. Got the other coin holder put up, and as a general rule, I would try, if this were work, to focus until I got this room the way I wanted it. But there's so much going on that instead, in most of the rooms I work in, I just try to leave them in a better way than I found them. So today, I put a lot of things away. It may not look like it, but it's true. And we got additional ads to the wall, and we're just going to keep playing that game. Tonight I'm downstairs, and we'll try to take some of the footage I got today and marry it from some of the Sturgis pieces and get a video out right before I go into fantasy football draft. Well, honestly, that's my secret. Don't panic and try to leave things better than you found them, which might have come as a philosophy from another bearded writer that I know. It's a nice little find. I found a little LED light that plugs into USB that I can use to help light up my mixers a little bit while we're working down here in the music studio. And I still have some work to do here, but getting closer. And with that, I'll part ways with you for another week. It was a fantastic weekend, and a fantastic week brings back very fond memories looking at what was done in Sturgis, and it makes me feel good to know some of the accomplishments that I was actually able to realize. So my friends, click like, comment, subscribe, and remember to see the beautiful things that are around you every day.